This looks like Fire Emblem already. Oh, we're getting a Warriors Fire Emblem game, and we're getting a Hyrule Warriors with Fire Emblem.
Allow it to perish with you.
I seek to destroy the irrational power structure that shackles Fodlan.
If the kingdom is ever to part ways with our bloody past, this is the path we must walk.
I have ambitions, Edelgard. Real ones.
Will you sit around and wait for a miracle? Or will you help me seize control of my fate?
We shall fight. We shall survive. And we shall win a glorious future for Fodlan.
And now that I know, I won't make the same mistake again.
I might try this. I enjoy the Warriors series. W-Force does a good job with
Seek
them.
revenge to slake your rage and heal your wounded heart. I know you are prepared to do whatever that you must.
Hello everyone, I'm Shinya Takahashi and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct. What you just saw was the trailer for the Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes game. We hope you'll look forward to a different story set in the same universe as Fire Emblem 3 Houses. Let's see the first batch of Nintendo Switch headlines.
The Orange Star Nation needs you. We've got more
Advance
intel on
Wars.
the Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp game. In the
This game is so good.
Advance Wars, you'll advise a colorful cast of commanding officers and use their abilities in vibrant turn-based battles. Each commanding officer is now voiced, bringing even more charm to these characters.
You're gonna get hurt.
I see right through your plans.
Another full campaign awaits in Advance Wars 2 Black Hole Rising. More commanding officers and more diverse terrain can be leveraged for additional tactical opportunities, like blasting through pipelines to cross into enemy territory. In both campaigns, you can fast forward gameplay and reset your turns for a smoother tactical experience. Flex your strategic muscles outside of both campaigns with additional modes. Go for high scores in the War Room. Create and share custom maps in the Design Room. Or battle friends and frenemies in local and online multiplayer. Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp marches onto the Nintendo Switch system April 8th. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop. Explore an infinite universe. In No Man's Sky, every star is the light of a distant sun, each orbited by planets teeming with life.
This game isn't on Switch
Travel
yet?
to planets of your
I thought it was.
choosing in this infinite, procedurally generated universe. Here, you'll discover extraordinary lands and creatures that have never been seen before and may never be seen again. To survive, you must craft your
Hair.
own tools.
What's up,
and
Byron? How you
build your
doing,
own
man?
place to live. In this living and breathing universe, trade convoys travel between stars. Factions vie for territory. Pirates hunt unwary travelers. And the authorities are ever watchful.
Nice. I'm doing good.
Your journey may be
I had
fraught with
issues
danger.
starting my stream
Actions have
earlier, but we fixed it.
consequences.
So that's
Traitor.
good.
Fighter. Explorer.
I haven't done too much today. We just pretty much
How
set
will
up for
you live
this.
in this universe?
And
No Man's Sky lands on Nintendo Switch this summer.
I logged into my multi. I'm still stuck. I need items. Soccer? Hell yeah! Dude, I haven't played soccer since Wii. Been Strikers.
Strikers Battle League. Prepare for Strike, a 5-on-5 sport like soccer that's way heavy on offense.
Dude, these games are so
Aim for
fun.
goals
I can't
by
wait for
dribbling and
this.
Passing to teammates, as well as by using tackles, items, and crushing special shots. The main rule in this sport is to rule the field.
More Mario Sports,
Try
yep.
to score more goals than your opponent.
The link that boost set will show you an updated tracker
There
so
are
you
two
can see if
things
you
to
got
keep in mind
major
that'll
item
help
without
you
having
with
to log
your
in. Oh, okay.
strategies. First, the gear you equip. It changes not only your appearance, but also your stats like speed, strength, and pass accuracy. Customize as you see fit.
Equipment matters.
Second,
That's different.
the Hyper Strike. To activate this shot, grab an orb when it appears on the field and charge it while your opponents are distracted. Hit the net and you'll score not 1, but 2 goals. Up to 8 players, 4 players on each team can compete against each other on one Nintendo Switch system.
Damn.
In addition to individual matches, online play will have an online club mode. Join an in-game club and compete for placement in the rankings. Up to 20 players can join a club, so create your own and invite friends and family to play alongside you. Or join an existing one owned by other players. Try to become the world's top club.
Hopefully the online is
With
good.
items,
It doesn't suck.
tackles, and hyper strikes. Anything goes on this field. Mario Strikers Battle League launches on Nintendo Switch June 10th.
I'm glad they
Pre-orders
lowered the
begin
goals to
today
2
on
from
Nintendo
specials
eShop.
because I think there, at one point there was a time you could do 5,
latest iteration of the
or you had to
Mario
block.
Strikers
You could
series
you
is coming
can
to
scale it
Nintendo
up to like
Switch.
5 or 6
We hope
goals,
you're
and
excited
the
for this
goalie had to block it
anything
all.
goes
It was
battle
weird.
soccer game. Next, please take a look at this.
We didn't have Mario Sports on our bingo board. Nope, no Mario Sports. There's Splatoon. We did have that one though. I never got into this game. Flipper hopper. Is this like an online co-op? Like waves or something? You go. Seems boring. Yeah, that's what I thought. I think Mario Party has a mini game where you do the same thing. Which is fine because it's only for like 30 seconds. Is the online getting better? I always try to play Smash online. I always hated Smash
That
online.
was the trailer for the co-op mode in the Splatoon 3 game, the next wave of Salmon Run. A giant salmonid, one that's never been seen before, was also spotted at the end of the trailer. Will the Inklings and Octolings ink or swim. Splatoon 3 will launch this summer. We hope you'll look forward to future updates. Let's move on to more Nintendo Switch headlines.
Fonzers at the ready.
I want to say that looks like Nier, but Nier already just had their stuff. Armored Core?
A full remake of the first Front Mission game is storming onto Nintendo Switch.
I never played that.
In this tactical RPG, you'll pilot weaponized machines called Panzers and lead your battalion to victory. Gain the upper hand in battle by aiming for enemy parts to destroy. Mix and match various weapons and parts to customize your Panzer.
Tactical RPG
Uncover
games
the great
seem to have like a
This
lot of hype
classic,
recently.
When Front Mission 1 Remake launches on Nintendo Switch this summer. And in the future, the sequel,
You
Front
got
Mission
Triangle
2
Strategy, you
Remake,
got Fire
will also
Emblem, you
launch on
got
Nintendo Switch.
Advanced Wars, you got this game now. Rabbids.
Get set for a high-octane Disney and Pixar combat racer.
Oh,
From the
Disney
creators of the
beat Mario
Asphalt
Kart.
series comes rip-roaring racing action across Disney and Pixar-inspired racetracks. Race as a legendary roster of characters on high-speed circuits, using each one's special abilities to battle for victory across the finish
Is
line.
this why we haven't
Choose
gotten
Mickey Mouse
Mario
for
Kart
symphonic
9?
speed, Sully for monstrous power, or Mulan for explosive maneuvers. Each racer also possesses powerful ultimate skills, perfect for turning the tables at the last second. Disney Speedstorm is a free-to-play game, with new seasons added regularly, bringing more exciting Disney and Pixar characters,
Hey, at least it's free.
karts, and more. Plus, enjoy cross-platform play, as well as split-screen and online multiplayer modes.
Now they're gonna jack
Disney
Nintendo Online
Speedstorm
subscription.
races onto
$30 more
Nintendo Switch
though.
This summer. Dive into these classic franchises on Nintendo Switch. Unleash the power of the Force in this classic Star Wars action-adventure. As
Hey,
Darth
Force
Vader's
Unleashed.
secret
I missed
apprentice,
this game. This
you'll
game was
use
great.
devastating Force powers and lightsaber combos as you hunt down Jedi Masters on iconic planets.
I feel like this looked
Upgrade
better on
abilities
PS2
like
though.
Force Grip and Force Repulse, then combine them for even more destructive combos. Use button controls or opt for motion controls, enhanced from the original Wii version.
The Apprentice was a
You can
pretty
also
sick
duel
character.
locally with a
I
friend
miss this
to
guy.
determine who is the galaxy's most powerful Jedi. Star Wars: The Force Unleashed launches on Nintendo Switch April 20th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop. The complete saga of legendary assassin Ezio Auditore da Firenze.
That's the
awaits
best
in
saga
three critically
anyway.
acclaimed
Ezio
Assassin's Creed
is the best
games.
assassin, hands down.
Explore Renaissance Italy and 16th century Constantinople. Interact with historical figures and discover secrets of the Creed across 3 games, 2 bonus short films, and DLC. Plus, take advantage of enhanced features for the Nintendo Switch system on the go, including touchscreen controls, HD rumble, and optimized on-screen display. Assassin's Creed: The Ezio Collection launches on Nintendo Switch February 17th. Pilot mobile suits in dynamic action RPG battles.
Gundam.
Strange incidents called breaks are occurring across the Gundam universe. Find out what's causing them and
I think I
restore the
remember
proper
this
timeline.
on
You'll lead 3
PS2
mobile suits
also.
in battle.
I don't know if I ever played it
Enhance
though.
each suit with parts to improve their power. You can also battle alongside friends in online co-op multiplayer. SD Gundam Battle Alliance launches on Nintendo Switch this year. Two Worlds Cross in the triumphant return of this RPG classic. A remaster
Chrono?
of the acclaimed RPG Chrono
Wow.
Cross is coming
got
to
Cross.
the Nintendo Switch system. One fateful day, the protagonist Surge wanders into an alternate world.
I like this song. It's one of my favorite
Somewhat
songs from the
resembles
game.
his homeworld. He finds that he no longer exists here. How did this happen? What is this mysterious another world? Travel back and forth between both worlds to unravel the story. Over 40 characters can join your party. Depending on the choices you make, the allies who accompany you and the endings that trigger will differ. A number of improvements have been made to this remaster, like the
Like
ability to turn off enemy encounters and a newly enhanced soundtrack. Plus, Radical Dreamers, originally released on the Satellaview, is included. Experience the origins of Chrono Cross in this text-based adventure.
Trigger will always be much better,
Chrono
but
Cross, the Radical Dreamers edition.
the Cross I didn't really care for it too much.
Nintendo Switch, April 7th.
But I did like the music,
Pre-orders begin
and it was
today
okay.
on Nintendo eShop.
But if you play Trigger at first and try to play that, it doesn't compare. Kirby, we did say Kirby was gonna get some news, so Kirby of the Wild. Beep beep, Kirby's a Jeep.
It's Kirby's latest unforgettable 3D platforming adventure, Kirby and the Forgotten Land. It all takes place in a mysterious world with an unusual mix of nature and civilization.
I'm ready.
To
Just release
rescue
it.
the kidnapped Waddle Dees, Kirby sets off on a new adventure.
Yeah, you did have to play it a lot.
Introducing Mouthful Mode. Inhale a car to zoom around. A vending machine to attack with juice cans. Or become a piercing cone. With Mouthful Mode, new actions will be available for Kirby depending on the object he inhales. Enjoy exploring with new moves different from copy abilities. Kirby can even weaponize a mouthful of water, like this. As Kirby rescues Waddle Dees, Waddle Dee Town will continue to grow and more resources will become available. At Waddle Dee's Weapon Shop, familiar copy abilities can be evolved. Evolve copy abilities to expand Kirby's range of attacks.
Nice.
They'll also change Kirby's appearance and make him even more powerful. Some copy abilities may have stronger evolved forms. A new adventure awaits our pink puffball. Who are the Beast Pack? What are these enemies trying to do? Can Kirby restore peace to this world? Kirby and the Forgotten Land launches on the Nintendo Switch system March 25th. Pre-orders
Next
are
month.
available now on Nintendo eShop.
A month and a half. We gotta wait.
That was Kirby and the Forgotten Land, launching later next month. Please look forward to its release. Let's take a look at some more Nintendo Switch headlines.
任天堂ディレクトをご覧の皆さん、こんにちは。バッターの大谷翔平です。
Pass.
ピッチャーの大谷翔平です。任天堂スイッチ上で今回初めて MLB The Show 22が楽しめるようになりました。それではこちらをご覧くだ
Oh
さい。
yeah, the show is normally a PlayStation game.
That's right, Otani-san. MLB The Show
It being on
is
Switch is
coming
kinda
to
weird.
Nintendo Switch. That means you can play modes like Road to the Show and Diamond Dynasty on your Nintendo Switch. But that's not all. You can even play Exhibition with a single Joy-Con controller. With cross progression, you can also earn and use content on any platform where MLB The Show 22 is available. And take your progress on the go with you on Nintendo Switch. Have friends that play MLB The Show 22 online matches on other consoles? No need to worry. You can invite them and play online.
Crossplay. But you're better off just buying that on
I knew
PlayStation
you were
or
a true
Xbox.
two-way player, but this is ridiculous. Sheesh.
You're gonna have your hands full of games with these collections. 3 Kingdom Hearts collections are almost here.
That was already
From
announced.
Kingdom Hearts
We knew that
to
was
Kingdom
happening.
Hearts 3 and the Remind DLC. Every entry is coming to Nintendo Switch as cloud versions that can be played while connected to the internet. Relive or
I don't
get to
think
know
it's
these
gonna be,
heart-filled adventures alongside Sora, Donald, Goofy, and more for the
I don't think
first
it's gonna be
time
that good
in
to
TV,
play the series on the
tabletop,
Switch.
or handheld mode. Kingdom Hearts Integrum Masterpiece for Cloud, containing all 3 game collections, soars onto Nintendo Switch tomorrow.
These are all remakes.
Each collection's cloud
but-
version will also be individually available on Nintendo eShop.
Oh my god.
Klonoa is coming to Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, I haven't seen this game in a long
Across dreamy
time.
side-scrolling levels, you'll
This
run,
actually looks
jump,
okay to be on
and
Switch.
hover, while firing wind bullets to grab and throw enemies. Use each level's surroundings to your advantage. Also, Klonoa 2 is included. Take on these great adventures when Klonoa Fantasy Reverie Series launches on Nintendo Switch July 8th. We're so glad you're here.
Portal? More Portal stuff.
Come here often. Either way, you're in for a puzzling treat. In these award-winning games, the portal gun is your key to surviving imprisonment in a mysterious lab. Create portals and warp to other areas to find cake?
Are they on
Still
console?
unconfirmed. You can pass
Portal
through
was on
portals
console,
and
just wasn't on
summon cubes,
Nintendo consoles.
lasers, and robots with unnerving levels of personality. The sequel adds in local, online, and split-screen multiplayer modes, and that part's no lie. Neither is the sentient robot monitoring your every move when Portal
potato.
Companion Collection warps onto Nintendo Switch this year. A classic comes alive.
I'm trying to guess, but I have no idea. Dragon Quest? Oh. I actually don't know what this is. It looks like the Triangle
Previously
Strategy
unreleased
game.
outside of Japan, the RPG Live Alive makes its overseas debut,
Oh,
now
Live
in
Alive.
HD 2D. Multiple stories featuring different protagonists and time periods await. The order in which you tackle them is up to you. Prehistory.
This
a
looks good.
tribesman comes of age in a world without words. The Wild West. A wanderer with a bounty on his head fights for his life. Imperial China. A kung fu master searches for a worthy successor. Twilight of Edo, Japan. A shinobi undertakes an important secret mission. Present day, a martial artist strives to become the strongest there ever was. The near future, a youth with psychic powers takes a stand against evil. The distant future, a newly built robot is swept up in a tragedy in space. What other stories are on the horizon?
You will repay my loyalty in death!
Live Alive launches on Nintendo Switch July 22nd. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
That looks good. I'm glad that looks
How was that?
just like an Octopath
Next
Traveler
up is
2.
this.
Baseball?
It's a new iteration
Oh,
of the
more
Wii
sports.
Sports series. Nintendo Switch Sports. Please take a look.
Here are the sports included in the Nintendo Switch sports game. You might recognize these 3 from past Wii sports games. Tennis. Rally by gently swinging the Joy-Con
The old Wii
controller
Sports
at the
game was
right
actually
time.
really fun. I can't lie.
Bowling. Roll the ball straight ahead or give it a little curve. And Chambara. Knock your opponent off the platform while attacking and defending.
I didn't play Resort. This one wasn't
Plus,
Resort.
3 additional sports are joining the lineup.
We get badminton? Fuck yeah.
Soccer. Use a gigantic ball to make dynamic plays. Enjoy matches with Joy-Con controllers to shoot and perform diving headers. By attaching a Joy-Con controller to the leg strap accessory included with the physical version of the game, you can play shootout mode with intuitive kicking motions.
You're gonna see little kids doing head dives into their TV.
Keeping the shuttlecock in the air. Unleash powerful smash shots to gain the upper hand. Finally, volleyball. Use a Joy-Con controller to serve, bump, set, and spike the ball. The game supports local play with family and friends on one Nintendo Switch system, as well as online play across all sports. Play against friends online, or opt for random matchmaking. The more you win, the tougher the players you'll face. Try taking on this challenge.
How was that? Since I'm already here, I'd like to show
Ranked
you some
bowling?
gameplay of
Very
one of the newly added sports.
I'm down.
Volleyball.
Mr. Takahashi! Oh, hello there, everyone. I'm Yoshiaki Koizumi from Nintendo.
Wow, Mr. Koizumi, I can see you're ready to play. All right, I'll play some volleyball online together with Mr. Koizumi. Do you have your wrist strap ready?
Yes, of course. I've got plenty of space around me as well.
All right, let's start. We'll be including some live commentary throughout our match.
All right, we're doing this? Volleyball, a newly added sport in Nintendo Switch Sports. What can we expect today from the Takahashi Koizumi team? It's Koizumi to serve, with Takahashi up front. We begin with Koizumi serving. How will the opposing team react? Takahashi makes the block. Another one's coming. Koizumi saves it. A setup in the air, and here comes the spike. The other team saves it and fights back. And they score. Takahashi didn't quite get it in time. All right, well, it's okay. It's okay. The game's not over. Now the other team serves.
What are you watching?
Koizumi receives it. Takahashi sets it
yeah.
up. And Koizumi spikes.
You're watching the devs get
right
wrecked at
toward
their
the
own game.
opponent. Here's another attack. Now's their chance. They get the ball. And with the setup from Koizumi, Takahashi scores.
That looked out of bounds to
They got
me.
a point with that fierce spike.
Well, maybe that was in.
Woo! Let's stop our match here.
After all, we were in the middle of a presentation. All right, I'll be leaving now.
That was an introduction to Nintendo Switch Sports. The game launches April 29th. We're planning a free update in the summer that allows you to play soccer matches with a Joy-Con controller and the leg strap accessory. You can use the accessory to play shootout mode at launch. In addition, we're also planning a second free update this fall that lets you enjoy golf.
Mario Golf's so good. Just update Mario
Now,
Golf.
a
You don't need
request
your
to
own
everyone.
golf.
To help ensure that you can all enjoy playing online, we'll be having an online playtest before the game launches to evaluate various technical aspects. We'd definitely like to ask for your help with this. The online playtest will only be available for players with an active Nintendo Switch Online membership on the dates shown
I
on
guess the
screen.
leg strap will count
For
as an
those of you
accessory.
interested,
We have
please
that on the
visit
main
official
recording.
Nintendo website for more
So
details.
I'll mark hardware or accessory.
Thank you. That's all I have for now about Nintendo Switch Sports.
Yep.
I hope you're looking forward to this game.
Or
Let's see a
Bomb-Omb,
few
King
more
Bomb-Omb.
Nintendo Switch headlines.
Taco, the drum.
Drumming skills ready.
This game still gets some attention.
The latest Taiko no Tatsujin game is coming to the Nintendo Switch system. Set in Omiko City, the sacred town for taiko drums, you'll strive to become a
this
taiko
game.
master, along with brand
You have to
new
bang the
character
outside of the drums and the middle of the drums.
Drum to dozens of boppin' beats, including Megalovania, Gurenge, Feel Special, and Racing into the Night. And that's not all. An orchestral version of the main theme from The Legend of Zelda is included. That's 76 songs total. Plus, take advantage of a practice mode to replay sections of songs as many times as you'd like. New modes have also been added for everyone to enjoy. Put on a live concert with up to 4 players in Donchen Band. Or face off against each other in Great Drum Toy War. Drum to your heart's content when Taiko no Tatsujin Rhythm Festival launches on Nintendo Switch this year. Plus, a paid in-game subscription service that gives you access to over 500 songs will be available at launch.
Damn, how much? That sounds expensive for Nintendo.
What's new with these Nintendo Switch games? The brand
Triangle.
new tactical RPG game Triangle Strategy is almost here.
Can mark that one.
The protagonist Sarah Noah and his allies will be engulfed in the conflict among 3 nations. Your choices and conviction will determine their fate.
As Lord of House Wolford, I solemnly swear an oath.
Any new
by which
IPs?
all future lords
I think
shall be
everything
bound. I will
announced was
never turn my
remakes.
back on the promise of a better world.
I don't think we've gotten
New
any
demo
brand new
playable to the end of
IPs.
Chapter 3 will be available on Nintendo eShop later today. Save data from the demo can be transferred to the full game once purchased. More Cuphead action awaits in the
Cuphead!
paid DLC Cuphead, the delicious last
We got
course.
that one too.
Here, you'll explore a brand new Inkwell Isle. Defeat a bevy of new bosses.
I just wanna play as
with wild
Mrs. Teapot or whatever her
personalities and
name
even
is.
wilder attacks. The clever
Chalice,
Miss
that's what it
Chalice
is,
is
Mrs.
a new
Chalice.
playable character. Take down fearsome foes with her double jumps, rolling dodges, and more. Cuphead, the delicious last course, wallops its way onto Nintendo Switch June 30th. A free update is coming to the Metroid Dread
Wow.
game.
More Metroid.
All it takes is one hit. Even from this.
They're making a harder difficulty because
Causes a game over in the
hard wasn't
difficulty.
as hard as people thought it was going to
Face
be.
this new challenge? And for players new to the Metroid series, take advantage of increased recovery with the newly added Rookie Mode difficulty. This free update launches later today. A
No
second
bingo
free
yet.
update in April will add a boss rush mode.
I'll give you an
in which
update
you'll
on the
battle
board.
bosses continuously, one at a time.
That's what we got so far.
Something's bound for Nintendo Switch.
Oh. Earthbound! Hell yeah. Although I just hear the online Switch, like, N60... Oh, this is the SNES. The SNES stuff is okay. It's the N64 stuff, I think, and the Sega Genesis stuff that have, like, really bad input delay. What I hear. This game is confusing as fuck if you have never played it. It took me so long to get started. I have this on my Wii Virtual Console, I think.
Earthbound and Earthbound Beginnings will be added to Nintendo Switch Online later today.
That's pretty good. That's pretty exciting. That game looks interesting. I've never seen that one. Demon Slayer. I guess that counts as Lego in our board here. 2-point campus. I don't know if any of those are
What did you think?
brand new IPs or not.
Here's some news from Mario Kart fans. Many of you have been enjoying the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe game since its launch in 2017.
Give us new one.
We've been working on remastering select courses from across the Mario Kart series.
Oh, come
We'll be
on.
releasing them as paid downloadable content. Please take a look at this trailer.
Paid DLC of maps we already have. We specifically put Mario Kart 9. Oh no, we just put Mario Kart stuff. Alright, that counts.
Paid DLC courses will be coming to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. This is the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass. You may recognize some courses from past Mario Kart games.
How many are we talking?
8 courses will be released at a time over 6 waves.
Oh wow.
That's 48 additional courses we plan on releasing by the end of
Okay.
2023.
That's worth, I guess.
Courses such as
They should have just made Mario Kart 9 with this. They could have just started with those maps and then brought in everything else.
and Tokyo Blur will be included in the first wave. Of course, you can play these courses locally and online.
God, I haven't played this game since the Switch first came out.
The first wave of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass will launch March 18th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop. You can enjoy this DLC at no additional cost with a Nintendo Switch Online Plus Expansion Pack membership, or purchase the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass on its own.
$50 for a year. Ugh.
How was that? I hope you're looking forward to the additional courses in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
I mean, that's pretty normal.
This next segment will be our last announcement. Please take a look.
Sonic. Nope. There's another Fire Emblem?
Fighting in order to live, and living to fight. That's the way of our world. Ionios.
Tell me, what would possess you
Xenoblade?
to side with them?
We're fighting because there are enemies to kill.
I refuse to believe you're him.
I knew it. I saw this coming.
You're not enemies now.
Fine for you, isn't it? All that time you've got.
You could try to move forwards again.
How can our lives be so snuffing little to you? They're not your friends anymore. They're his fuel.
Sword march. The land pierced by a great sword. It's the only way you're gonna defeat the real enemy.
Whatever life is lost, I won't let you shoulder it all alone.
What good filling up these flickering clocks in our eyes? It will
Yep.
never replace the friends we've lost.
That's Xenoblade for sure.
Ouroboros abhor this world. They must be erased without a trace.
We're so close to bingo. We needed a new IP. But we got a new IP? What's the new IP? Those third-party games?
The story of Xenoblade Chronicles 3.
I don't think those were any
ties together
new
the futures
IPs.
Of the worlds depicted in Xenoblade Chronicles and Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and it will launch this September.
Those were all
I hope you'll look
ports and remakes, I think.
That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Thank you for watching.
Well, not too much from Nintendo again, but I'm not too shocked. Yeah, everyone, not too many people are happy. No Breath of the Wild 2s, nope. That chat is mad. Yep. Alright, so let's go over the board. So that's what we got. I don't think there was a new IP. I didn't see anything that was like super brand new. You just want the 5 subs so much. But yeah, they didn't say anything. I mean, Wii Sports, as always, it's been a thing. All the Mario Sports has been the things. Fire Emblem's been a thing. Yeah, there wasn't like any brand new game series. Close though. We were so close. As close as we've been to Bingo since we started to do these things. Maybe next time. So